Hey Stacie,
Hey,
how are you?
Michael. Good, nice to see you.
Likewise, what a beautiful space.
Thank you. I can't wait to show you around.
I can't wait to see it. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Stacie, we're sitting here today at Art Lounge, the newest version of your business. I've known you for years. We met at an open paint with live music. My wife and I actually, when I say we were there, we learned how to paint. We actually have 2 paintings from that event at our house still today. So much has changed. Tell me about the change that we've seen since then, that you've seen.
Sure, so we are now in a new location. So we're in downtown Menominee Falls, so great spot. We're in a historical building that was built in 1896. So a piece of history, a lot of character here, and now we are, our new tagline is explore your palate, art, wine, and food. So now we have a food menu, fabulous wine and other beverages, and then we still offer the art classes, along with featuring artists, and we help local artists sell their work as well. We have a lot of fun downtown Menominee Falls events as well, so a collaborative of all the awesome retail shops here, bars, restaurants, other fun venues that have events like us as well. So ladies' nights are one thing that we do down here as a collaborative with the downtown businesses, as well as an art walk and block parties and all kinds of fun. My favorite is I have to say, art walk because it's something I'm behind, but all of the downtown collaborative events are always really fun. The pub crawl was a lot of fun because we became a haunted house in here, and there's a lot of history with ghosts in this place. So we had a lot of fun with that one. And then our next upcoming one, I think is gonna be a load of fun, is a Roaring 20s night with jazz music. Get dressed up and kind of behind the whole history of this area. The other thing that we're doing downtown is they're really behind wall murals. So you'll see 13 existing wall murals. We've done 3 of them, and we're commissioned, Art Lounge is commissioned to do 2 more this year. So we do walking art mural tours and fun stuff too, so it's a great community.
There's a lot of art on the walls all around in every room of your location, of your space. How many artists are represented?
So over 25 right now.
All local?
All local.
So 25 local artists. Local. People can come in, see the art on display, buy it if they love it, and support those local artists.
Yeah, exactly.
So you support local artists, clearly. Besides having a place for them to sell their work, what else do you do to support them?
Sure, so we help them be seen visually and through our social media. So we're trying to build them up as artists to be known and that they get to know through our location. And then we're also very close with the Menominee Falls Art Guild through here, so we hold different meetings and things like that for those artists. We do demonstrations and just build a community with them and help each other out as artists. So
you have studios here. How does that work? What does that look like for an artist that might want to use one?
Sure, so either you can join a public session through Art Lounge, so that's one of our instructors, and they're gonna do more of usually a typical painting class, like paint and sip, you might know them as. So they're gonna walk you through step by step. But now with branching away from a franchise, now that we're our own entity, we have more flexibility and we can bring in outside artists that want to take a jab at doing a workshop for themselves or for their customers, and we build that together and build a nice class together, promoting each other. So they are here doing fun things like glass fusion and candle making and all kinds of other fun things. Wow. So it's really built a nice representation of all kinds of art.
So when you look at then versus now in your business in the new location here with Art Lounge, you're in the downtown area, as you said, but I know that's a very different space from being in a kind of a strip mall location like you had before. Mm-hmm. What is the vibe of the location of the town as the seasons change particularly?
Sure. So the vibe has changed dramatically from our old location. And I think that's because of the very cool history and the aesthetics of this building. Just sort of brings in the character. And then you've also pulled in Joe, my husband, with his food, as now we need a food menu with our wine pairing, our wines. So that has changed that completely from just an art studio like we were before with the bar. Now we're so much more. We're a venue you can just come and sit and eat and relax, have a wine. Don't need to take a class or anything. We have separate areas just to lounge. So that's where that art lounge thing comes in.
Sure, it's a great place to have that feel of almost a coffee shop, but way more to do, right?
Right, yeah.
Right. Do you guys serve coffee here?
Options, yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's coffee. We open in the mornings, not real early, but because we're open till like 10 o'clock at night. And we have more of a wine crowd right now, and hang out, girls' nights and date nights are very popular too.
Stacie, you told me earlier that your favorite event is the wine pairing with the food. Talk about what that looks like.
Sure. Well, there's a few reasons why it's our favorite around here. One is I get to taste all of the wine before we decide
Nice.
What we're bringing in for that specific wine tasting, but it's a new experience for our customers every time. We change up the wines. They're not our typical wines we have here every day. So it's a fun experience. We're usually picking a winery, and we'll go through different wines from reds to whites, bubblies. So then from there, Joe will choose what foods he'll pair with those 5 wines. Okay. So that's a different menu every time as well. So he has a little work to do each time, extra work. And each time, our customers get a new fun experience. So those are typically our sold out events, the fastest sold out events that we have. So I know our customers love it too.
Very good. 5 new wines, new not on the menu food, and ultimately you're figuring out what people love and can ultimately scale that as well.
Right, yeah. And then these are some examples of what you can come in and purchase every day off of our regular menu. So Joe will figure out his chef's choice board of the week and have something special on that board for you. And then we have some really tasty flatbread pizzas that are very popular, charcuterie boards, hummus plates. So his homemade hummus is one of the favorites around here too. And then of course this cheesecake. People come in just for his cheesecake, which is fun. So he'll do a flavor of the week as well. Our last week was pistachio cream, and that's now a lot of people's new favorites. So he has fun experimenting with different flavors of cheesecake, and we have a lot of fun.
What's your favorite food?
The cheesecake. It's hard to stay away from.
Stacie, thank you so much for your time. It was really good to catch up with you and Joe after so many years to see what you've done and the growth that you have. I love the support of the community that you're doing, the art that's here, and ultimately just the community that you're bringing together here at Art Lounge. I can't wait to come back for a private event.
Thank you. Well, it was my pleasure. Can't wait to see you again.
Take it easy. Have a good day.
See ya. Have a good one.
Hi, ladies. Welcome to the Cedar Creek Winery.
Thanks for having us.
So nice for you to come today.
Thank you. Eva, are you the owner of the business?
Actually, it's a family-owned business. So my parents actually started Wollersheim Winery in 1972 and then purchased Cedar Creek in 1990. So we have vineyards. We're all Wisconsin-made product here. Everything is made right here in the state. Okay, we have our vineyards 2 hours west of here in Prairie du Sac. We have about 30 acres of grapevines, and we make some of the smaller batches right down in the wine cellar here, and then some of the wine is also made in Prairie du Sac, but all in Wisconsin.
Oh, that is so nice. Can you tell us a little bit about how does that happen? How does it go from grapevine to bottle?
Yeah, so it's all the quality always starts in the vineyard, right? So we prune the vines in the very early spring, and then the growing season all throughout the year. They're usually harvested late August or early September. The fall is such a fun time of year. It smells so good in the winery. Everything is fermenting, and then it goes into the barrels. So it's actually a longer process, but worth the wait.
We know so many people love to support local, and it's so great that you're right here in Cedarburg. Tell us a little bit about the people that come in your shop in the winery.
Well, it's we have a saying here: you come for a visit and you stay for a lifetime. So I love Cedarburg. It's such a fun community. It's a historic community. Just there's something for everybody here. All the different shops, the coffee places. We're inside the Cedar Creek Settlement, which was an old woolen mill built in the 1864. So the mill race is out back here. There's a beautiful waterfall.
It really is a beautiful location. And Jen, you live here in Cedarburg and you come to these shops all the time. Tell us a little bit about Cedarburg's known for its festivals. Tell us a little bit about what drew you to relocate here.
Well, so many things drew us to Cedarburg. We moved here from the Chicago area. It's got such a friendly vibe. It's got so much history. The schools are fantastic. But ever since we did move here, I've been bringing out-of-town family and friends to this winery. It's just kind of part of the tour that we give people. And we go to the tasting bar there, and everybody always really enjoys that.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Are we able to have a wine tasting?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I can't wait to tell you show you some of our favorite wines at the Cedar Creek Winery and to taste them with you.
This is so exciting.
Yeah.
So Eva, tell us a little bit about these wines you poured for us to try.
Wonderful. So we have a wide selection of wines from dry reds, dry whites, semi-dry, sweeter ones, and then we have some that are made with a grape base, and then they have some natural fruit added to them. So we have the Cedar Creek Syrah, which is a nice full-bodied red, and it's aged for about a year in the oak barrels. So, and this is actually a 2017, so it's really had some time to age and soften and kind of smooth out. So that's one of my favorite ones right now.
Oh,
so,
nice. And then tell us about this one.
And then the Strawberry Blush, which is kind of a fun one. That's a seasonal wine, so we release that usually March, April, May, and then we have it for our Strawberry Festival, which is a big thing in Cedarburg. You know how that is too. So it's such a fun festival. We've got a lot of festivals in Cedarburg, Wine and Harvest and Strawberry Festival, and we block off. Yes, go ahead and try some wine. And we have the whole street is blocked off in town, and there's arts and crafts and music and everything strawberry. Strawberry shortcake, strawberry wine, strawberry slushies, strawberry ice cream, strawberry brats.
That is so fun.
So the whole town gets involved, and just people come from far away for the
I know
festival,
the streets are always packed. Tell us a little bit more about it seems like every weekend when I drive through Cedarburg, there's some festival going on. What are some of your favorites?
Well, we just had the Winter Festival not that long ago, and that's fun. And we have bed races on the ice. They have ice carvings and just different activities through the town. And then we have a little something called Spring Uncorked, which is coming up, a special event at the winery in the settlement here, where we do have some little cooking demonstrations and things like that. And then Strawberry Festival and Wine and Harvest Festival, and then we also have Oktoberfest. But just the weekends are such a fun time to come through the town, and being the historic district and the shops up and down the street, you can just kind of walk and enjoy all those events as well.
This is delicious. What are some of your favorites in Cedarburg?
The Wine and Harvest Fest the best, I think.
Okay.
They're all fun.
We actually have a grape stomping contest with that too, which is kind of fun.
I personally enjoy the weekends where there isn't necessarily a festival, when we can just, wander around town and enjoy the restaurants and shops, and, that's fun too. So I like the combination of having the events, but also just having a town that's always vibrant and has a lot to offer.
And Cedarburg's just been such a destination. As far as your wines go, what are your most popular?
Waterfall Riesling is our most popular. That's the blue bottle, so it's a beautiful bottle, but it also tastes really good. And it's a semi-dry Riesling. Usually when you think of Rieslings, you think of something pretty sweet. That one is right in the middle, so it's semi-dry. Dry enough you can have it with a meal, but yet it's nice with hors d'oeuvres and cheeses and things. It's kind of one of my favorites for the summer patio, because it goes with everything.
And you offer wine tasting and tips for people as well, as far as what to pair food with?
Yep, we have special tastings, but But then we also, our tasting room is open daily. So, and people can come in and do tastings, and we have some tastings that are paired with cheeses and things like that too. So
That's fantastic. Did you want to try another? This was delicious.
Sure.
yeah.
Which one should we try next?
I think I'd like to try
This
this
is
one.
the Syrah,
Yeah, let's try them all.
and that one is the Pinot Grigio. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Oh,
your
you're
time
welcome.
today. This
You're
was
welcome.
so great
My pleasure.
for you to meet
So,
with us.
Yeah.